Rasmussen, heavy into the wall. That looks down.
That's a very bizarre. He said it just broke, and I think he means something in the car.
I think the left rear suspension looks like the.
I wonder if he clipped a wall maybe earlier in the lap.
It's a good point.
I don't see any mark on the tire though.
The top two, the second row is even, right? It's better than if second was broken free, so he can control.
And there goes Justin Allgaier out of line and hard into the wall.
That was a hard hit, man.
Final lap, stage 1. Caution is out.
And the 98 tries to turn underneath him, and it looks like Justin was kind of loose before the 98 got to him, but it's one of those weird things. Your car gets light over there off of 2, and it's easy to get turned around.
Yeah, man, your car gets very light there, and I understand, you know, especially when you have somebody on your left rear. But there wasn't going to be 100% of a hole right there. I feel like if he was making the move, he was going to be almost on the yellow line. So it's a little bit tricky and a hard hit, man. You can see how the wall had a bad angle right there, and the impact was very, very hard.
Yeah, Brandon's trying to figure out where the 39's going. 48. Oh, I don't know. Parker knew the middle closed.
Yeah,
you know?
man, it was tight. It seems to me that it was one of those deals that the 39 went to the middle and the 48 was going to the middle as well at the same time when it was clear for both of them.
Yeah,
and they just click.
Yeah, the middle was clear for a moment, right? And I'm sure Parker's spotter and 39 spotter saying the middle's open, and then right as that happened, they just kind of collided. So I don't think, like, there's no bad block there. There's just two guys going for the same space, and they didn't know it closed as quick as it did.
Yeah, it's very tricky. It's very, very, very tricky. I don't think that anyone did anything wrong. It was just one of those things that they just came to the same line at the same time, pretty much.
It wasn't too long before that happened that Austin Hill had made an aggressive move to get back out front. If he doesn't do that, he could very well have been right in the middle of this. As it stands, he is the race leader, and Sammy Smith, who was right behind him and also led a couple of laps today, is able to get through unscathed.
You know who got extremely lucky right there? The 48. The 48, and the 39 too.
And the 39,
well, Shelton Creed. I mean, he was right behind Jones when he spun up. He's able to drive through. Sam Mayer goes low trying to avoid it all and just gets collected as they come down off the banking.
You know, the 16, pretty much he did everything right, and at the very end he got together right there with the
most momentum down the back, right? So he chose that, got the shove from the 48. Now the 48's clear.
Oh, there goes Austin Hill out of shape. Can't hang on to it.
Oh my God! I thought he was gonna.
And there's the caution. 5th caution of the afternoon. It comes out way before we get back to the white flag, and we'll go to overtime at Talladega.
I mean, he was right there. He was right there. It's tricky, man. I mean, you're going for the win at that point. You know, you wanted. He really wanted to get away with him and trying to make the move. It's tricky.
Yeah, it looked like Parker was like trying to slip to his right rear, you know, on the entry to 3, and the 21 kind of faded up for that. You see, so the 21's fading up. The 48 kind of touches a bumper, touches him a little bit again, gets the 21 wiggling it. And what's the 21 got? You know, once the back gets wiggling and the bumpers kind of touch wrong, it's so hard to save these cars. I mean, the spoilers are narrow. It's not like the rear side ports that we normally have where the spoilers are a lot wider that go over the rear quarter panels. These cars are so finicky and light, and the springs are super stiff, and it makes it really hard to gather it. So, yeah, like Daniel said, just racing for the win. I mean, guys are going to take chances and try to do the right things, and sometimes it just turns the guy in front of you.
I'm going to go to overtime, which could bring fuel into the equation.
No caution yet. No caution.
And I give so much credit to Austin Hill because he never gave up on it. He was driving that thing all the way to the end. And for a couple of instants, I thought he was going to save it.
Caution comes out prior to that. We will reset him and do it again. Front row, Parker Kligerman, Josh Williams. It's overtime at Talladega, brought to you by Credit One Bank.
00's out of gas.
Yep.
Oh, no, 97.
97 is out of fuel.
This reminds me a little bit of what we saw late at Atlanta. Battle for the lead. There goes Sheldon Creed around.
Whoa!
Caution is out again. Kligerman into the wall.
97 was the first one.
The 2 tries to get inside of the 48. 48 left the door open a little bit and then just getting shoved hard. And gosh, guys just get out of control, right? People pushing super hard and trying to gather back in, and it makes it tough to wrangle in these cars.
Well, it was tricky. I'm not sure if the 2 was trying to get on the inside or he was just getting pushed so hard.
Pushed, yeah.
He ended up in that spot.
Free pass. Ryan Sieg into 39. That's big, huh?
Green. Push.
Oh man! So it launched, and then you really don't see them launch if they're out of gas. They'll normally run out kind of as they go to throttle. But he launched for a second, and then it ran out of gas, which was I think took everyone by surprise.
Watch him. Stay high. Stay high. Watch 48. Stay up top.
Immediate fuel save for Custer. I feel like if you're those guys who stayed out, close to gas, I feel like you just got to pit.
I mean, there is how many cars they have left. I mean, no one. They have 10 cars left.
20. There's going to be.
From the Woodlands, Texas, side by side as they come through the tri-oval. Inside Love, outside Poole. Jesse Love, the rookie. They're crashing behind him. Love, first career win comes at Talladega.
Right back here, it's Haley. It starts getting bottled up. Now watch.
Oh yeah, they all checked
bottles up big time. Elliott gets in the back at Haley. He comes down, gets into Bell. Look how close it was for Chase Elliott. Yeah. Barely missing that. So close.
Yeah, it actually started with Alex Bowman up there. He checked up really hard. See a lot of cars. Chase Briscoe spin himself out. Luckily, he spins himself out and is headed down towards the grass before those cars came down the racetrack. So lucky situation right there. You see Alex Bowman backed up right there, and it just accordions the back until they finally bottle up.
That was so close with Elliott and Bell right there. He almost clipped him.
Look at Ryan Blaney right in the middle of that. Gets rear-ended by Zane Smith. Underneath.
On the outside, he had him everywhere. Watch this accordion all the way up through him.
Oh yeah, you see the 38 car of Todd Gilliland actually pull up that red car right there with the generator logo on the front.
How did Elliott miss that? Gosh.
Wow.
Couldn't put the Sunday paper. Do they still have a Sunday paper in Anniston? I'm not sure.
Not a large amount of damage on Haley's car, I don't think. Obviously, Bell got the blunt of most of it. A lot of damage on the front of him. He's done.
Checking up. Stay in middle. Watch your firm to come down. Here.
Put it in first.
Here's Ryan Blaney's narrow escape.
Easy. Middle. Low.
Wow.
And he got 10
trouble. They're gonna have to make another plan or commit to running as long as they can. But these guys
the wreck
trouble.
Here,
Turn
guys.
3.
It's
Bubba Wallace and Eric Jones.
Oh my goodness.
That's exactly what happened. You couldn't do that. They were single file. 42 car into the 23.
Well,
see him move up. The 23 actually gets in it.
And
Jones, and then they start moving around, stacking them up.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but what we were talking about earlier over that tunnel, you see the back of those cars moving around. Look at that. See the back of the cars moving around, and as they're moving around, they come down and they're all connected in a they're not lined up, I guess is the best way to put it. It just gets them out of whack.
Now, Denny Hamlin was to the inside. Somebody must have slid down into him off the banking.
That is a good plan gone wrong.
Good Lord.
Well, let's watch for Martin Truex.
Still tight. Watch your record. Bottom.
Yeah. Nemechek came down and tagged the 11.
Now, obviously, pushing very hard on one another, capitalizing on this opportunity that they gave themselves. But
yeah, and you just see those cars go over those. Oh my gosh, what a big shot by Eric Jones. But you see those cars go over that bump, and all of a sudden they're misaligned.
boy, they had them. They had these guys on the ropes.
Now we'll get NASCAR's view from the 42 of John Hunter Nemechek. Wow, he hit Hamlin.
There he goes to make his move. He's going to switch back over.
Oh, the block, and around goes the 34. And Reddick steals one.
That was almost exactly how Brad won this race, his first race. Huge wreck here. Got make the move to the outside. McDowell blocks him high, goes to the bottom, and look at the energy coming with Gregson. Brad was able to utilize that block, pushes him, and that was one block too many on McDowell's behalf. Turned him around.
And look at Reddick. Maintain his foot on the floor and shoot through as mayhem develops behind. The first four cars get by unscathed. Reddick.
Huge move right here. And just came across the nose of Brad's car right there. Tyler Reddick never lifted.
Watch the 7 here. Well, I have to get to a different.
Joey Logano kept driving it across the line, and that's how he ended up unofficially 14th.
Well, I promise you, he had his eye on that start-finish line. If you can keep your car straight, you're not going to let off until it's sideways and uncontrollable.
There you can see. Watch the 7 car get up on its side.
Oh, it's upside down.
All the way upside down.
Underneath Josh Berry.
And it's still sliding on its side all the way down the wall.
Yeah, he's going to finish the race.
Look at that. That is wild. I thought I saw that.
LaJoy, 19th.
Wow. Unbelievable.